Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Welcome to Koco Plays with himself. Today we got Cobb versus Norris. Norris looks like he's never pitched before, and Cobb is the only Rays on our team that not get a win. All right, so here we go, baby. And yeah, so today I'm gonna do NaNoWriMo TAG. Last class. Who's been a teacher too long? Last Let's Play. I answered your questions and stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we get this channel growing. November is going to be NaNoWriMo month and improving this Let's Play channel. But there's something called NaNoWriMo. It's basically, for those that don't know, you spend a whole month. Trying to write a novel. Now I prepare. I do NaNoWriMo almost every year. And I prepare for it a lot, so that, like, when I'm in. But I think I'm behind. It's November 5th today in America. I think the 6th in Japan. And, yeah, I'm only 11,000 words in. I don't know if that's good. I don't know. You got to get about 50,000, 60,000 around there. So I guess it's okay. I'm not very good at the math. That's why I use the words. And I'm not very good at the words. That's why I Let's Play. I'm not very good at Let's Play. That's why I should... I don't know where this was going. Anyway, come on, Rays. The Rays hopefully can win this game. And this is called NaNoWriMo TAG. Alright, so we will be answering these questions that are served up to us. And for those that don't know, I will be a published author, hopefully in February. I'm waiting for my publisher to give me an actual date in February. Because, strikeout, baby. Way to go, Cobb. Way to go. Only Tampa Bay Ray with a loss. All right, Jennings is batting first. Why? I don't know. Lou Pinella's drunk, but Jennings is got a 443 batting average, 6 home runs. Usually, whoever starts in the leadoff position really sucks. Mostly because I swing at everything. They throw like 18 curveballs, and I'm like swing at everything. Son of a bitch, dude! Why do I suck no matter who's in first? Ah, man. All right, I really suck at the leadoff spot, no matter who it is. Alright, maybe I just suck at baseball. Maybe I should go back to NaNoWriMo. I think I'm a little behind. Maybe I should start writing. Son of a biscuit. Alright, first question. How many times have you done NaNoWriMo? I'm just going to say nano because I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. I'm like, NaNoWriMo. And yeah, Alright, let's focus on batting here. And when you become a pup... let's focus. I'm glad I was focused. I'm glad I stopped the podcast to strike out. I want to apologize to all the Tampa Bay Rays fans. Yeah, when you eventually become a published author, you're always like, oh man, I misspell everything. Oh man, I can't pronounce anything. You feel so foolish. You feel foolish. But anyway, hopefully the world will love my book. You get one take to do a Let's Play. You got like 20 years to write a novel. Or in NaNoWriMo, 1 month. But I prepared a lot for that. How many times have you done Nano? I've done it 5 years, but I failed 1 year. So I've done it. I'm 4 for 5, baby. That's a good batting average if it's baseball. I'm 4 for 5. But I prepare a lot. Like, it's pretty much written by the time NaNoWriMo comes around, and then they're like, I did it, and everyone's like, yeah, of course you did it. You have like 8 years of prepared work right here. All you had to do is connect the dots. Like, don't hate me. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. God damn you, RBI baseball. Anyway, so yeah, I've done it 5 times, and I've passed 4 times. I think it was the second or third, but the first time was horrible. I was just writing words for the sake of writing words. Like, there was so much, that was I burned it. I burned the first Nano. It was like, all right, no one's going to see this one, not the light of day. Not like this Let's Play. Oh man, everyone's going to see this horrible baseball. All right, come on, let's get a hit. Maybe Cobb is cursed. I don't know what the hell the deal is, but we're going against the Blue Jays. How did you find out about NaNoWriMo, and Nano? What does it say, Nano? How'd you find out? Nerd Fighters and John Green. I'm pretty sure that's the origin of it. I mean, when I went to school, people talked about it, so it's been going on for a long time. I have a friend. I'm not going to throw him under the bus because that would be wrong. Jeff Yeager, who's a published author. He had no idea what it was. I was like, what do you mean? You have 2 novels. You can buy them on Amazon. You have no idea what NaNoWriMo is? Damn you, you son of a gun. Damn you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I found out through John Green and Nerd Fighters and all that, the Vlog Brothers. I could be wrong. John Green. I'm so old. I'm probably older than John Green, but John Green's still been like a role model of mine. Son of a bitch. See, John Green would have got that. If he was a swoodly pooper, he would have got that, but no, he's a damn rig. All right, let's get out of this inning. Cobb, I'm going to be quick to pull the trigger on you because I've been making a lot of bad choices in life and in relief pitching. All right, come on. Yes! What an arm! That's Longo, baby! Oh, man, that was awesome. All right, Cobb, we got you out of that inning, but you're not doing too good. If I could trade you, I hope RBI Baseball improves a lot next year. All right, let's go to the next one. What was the name of your first novel attempted with Nano? Oh, my first novel name. I don't know. I am crazy. I don't know. I don't remember the title. And here's the thing about titles. I'm horrible at titles. And usually my publisher, editor, co-writer, someone I met on a subway will be like, well, you should name it this. I'm like, okay. It's weird. When it comes to character names, every writer has something that's important to them. But to me, the title and the title and the character names usually are really not that important to me, considering that I'm writing a novel. Right now we're working on one, me and my co-writer, and he's like, can I change this guy's name? And I was like, sure. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah, it's just a name. What's a name? What's a rose? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Come on, D-Jesus! Let's save us, D-Jesus. D-Jesus, you're gonna make me cry, man. We're gonna get 1,000 new viewers on this show, and then be like, wow, you really suck at RBI Baseball. I'm like, yes, I do. All right, D-Jesus, let's shake it off. Yeah, so titles, I don't know. Usually it's a one-word title, and then later we just change it. You're like, oh, that's this. And a lot of times, the title has changed. February, the title changed a little bit. The one that's coming out in February. It's so weird signing a contract. You're like, what am I allowed to say? What am I not allowed to say? If it was up to me and I didn't need food, I'd probably just give it away for free. There's a big controversy on Twitter right now about someone's book getting stolen because he stole jokes. I'd be giving my own stuff away for free if I didn't need food and my family didn't need food. Oh man, why do we need food? Damn starving artist. There we go. Nice pick off. Nice. Way to go, guys. Yeah, so titles really ain't that important. I don't even know what the title was to my first Nano. I know that my first Nano though, was an epic journey of 800 adventures in one. And then someone pulled me aside and be like, maybe you should slow down the pace. I'm like, all right, he comes out and fights a dragon, and then his girlfriend's pregnant, and then he has to win the high school basketball game, and then there's there's a pirate, there's that, and they're like, you can separate. You don't have to put all your ideas in one book. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. So there you go. Let's see. Give us a one-sentence summary of what we're writing this year. All right, what I'm writing this year. Well, I'm actually writing 4 books at once, but one that I'm focusing on for Nano is a fun book, and it's a Twilight Zone feel to it, and it's a story about an ALT, that's an English teacher, foreign English teacher living in Japan and getting wishes, and it gets very adventurous and all that. Kind of funny, and the good thing is, my first book, a lot of my books and stories, because I don't know why, I surround myself with a lot of smart women. And a lot of the women are like, oh, Dave, come on, can't we have a happy ending? Oh, Dave, why? Why do you see the world so horribly? And I always describe, I pitch them the book. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And usually guys on the Nano book that I'm working on now are like, oh, that's kind of cool, didn't see that coming. But every girl that I've pitched it to, because usually they're looking at me like, all right, Dave, how many people die? How trigger warning, they just do the trigger warning dance. But this one, they were like, yeah, all right, let me hear it. And then at the very end, they're like, oh. So I'm hoping that enough people get the feeling, and there's enough cool stuff to keep everyone involved. But who knows, we'll see. Yeah, so that's it. I don't want to give away too much because I'm a fucking old school writer who thinks everyone's going to steal everything. Plus, I used to work in comics and still do work in comics. I work in, well, allegedly I work in American comics, but they're a bunch of goddamn thieves. But I get paid in manga comics, and everything there is a secret. Everything. Like, they're like, I might be getting sued right now just to tell you I work in manga. So, yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Let's see. What's the best writing advice you've ever been given? Tons. I've been given tons of writing advice because I'm old. Some of the advice, I don't know who I originally got it from, but I try to pass it down. The one that I always say before I'm gonna write, and before, like, if I tell someone it's a simple one. Writers write. There's so many people that, especially now, the internet age. There's so many people that say they do something and really don't. Oh, I do a Let's Play channel. Really? Let me see it. Well, here it is, you son of a gun. Oh, you questioning me? Now, granted, maybe no one watches it, but you know what? I failed fed stuff before. Failing forward, folks. And, yeah, no, just writers write. That's it. That's it. Just writers write. Simple advice. I'm stealing a line from a motivational video, and I don't know who originally said it, but writing... Oh, man, come on. Why did I swing that? All right. I can't. I'm not going to misquote a motivational thing. I got to get this wrong. I got to get the easy win. Ladies and gentlemen, writing is important, but so is beating the Jays. Woo! There we go. All right. Another one, be you. I know it sounds crazy, but don't try to be like someone else. Don't, like, I love Pixar movies, but I couldn't write that to save my life. I love Disney. I love feel-good movies. I love feel-good stories. My stories make you feel horrible. I don't know. It's just what you like and what you do. And I want to. I always joke that I want to write a love story once. And people that are in my writing circle are like, you're insane. They're like, you don't even know what love is. And I'm like, yeah, I do. What is love? All right. New Jersey high school. This was good. A high school teacher. I wrote a couple notes down, because I'm scattered brain. A couple teachers have said this to me, so like it's some good advice. But a teacher read my stuff. I was a really shy, bad student, and a teacher read my stuff in front of the class, and they went absolutely insane and loved it. And teachers pulled me aside. A couple teachers pulled me aside because oh my god. Oh my, dude, Cobb, why? Why do you suck so bad? I'm always distracted. I'm always losing. Son of a, oh, Cobb, how many runs did he get on that? Oh, man. Only 2. Okay, Cobb. Man. I'm too busy talking about writing in New Jersey high schools and getting advice. And let's see, try to lower your ERA at least. Try to get out of this inning. Maybe you won't get the loss. Oh, man. What was I thinking? What was I doing? Let's playing and podcasting at the same time, not easy. Respect the Let's Players that can do it, because I can. I give up 2 runs and... all right. So yeah, New Jersey high school teachers have pulled me aside and be like, dude, you're good at nothing. Absolutely nothing except telling stories. You should be considered being a writer. And I was like, you know what? I'll go join the Marine Corps and become a machine gunner. I'll show you, and then I'll get injured and start my own businesses, and then start writing way too late. But thanks for the advice anyway, jerk nuts. But no, they would always say that. Like my teachers in high school and middle school, they'd be like, dude, you can tell a story. You just can't do anything else, so you should think about becoming a writer. And I was like, no way. And now I'm becoming a writer, so thank you. Listen to your high school teachers. When they tell you, especially the ones that tell you suck at everything and this is the one thing you should do, they're, that's it. I had college professors say the same thing. One college professor pulled me aside. This is some good advice. He said, you suck at writing, but by God, you can tell a story. He's like, yeah, you might not be able to write, but every time you read a story, everyone loves it. And, so that was kind of motivating. And then I became a teacher myself, and I went to a student, I had a moment. There was a Braves movie about a pitcher. It was a Disney movie, and I had a real life moment like that. I was just, being a teacher, giving advice and all that, and the student was kind of close to me. So the student, an older student, and the student knew how sick and how hurt I was, and I was giving her like motivation, like, yeah, you can do it, why don't you follow your dreams? That was life about. And she just looked at me like, well, what? Why don't you do that? And I was like, touche, touche. So that was some good advice, It's easy to say, hey, follow your dreams. You want to be a writer? Right. And then when a student says, why don't you do that? You're like, 3 weeks detention. What were you thinking? No, but, so yeah. Students and teachers gave me a lot of advice. And a lot of it is, you suck at everything. Keep telling stories. All right. And maybe that's what the Tampa Bay Rays are saying. Like, you swing at everything. You suck. You better be writing. I'm like, oh, man, I hope people like it. Loney, you better buy my book when it comes out. Bam! There we go. Especially since you ain't getting a hit, you son of a biscuit. All right. Franklin, Rutgers. Are you horrible? All right, come on, Rutgers. Come on, Franklin. Bam! Lou Piniella really is screwing up the lineup. I don't know, for some reason this game, the computer will just screw with your lineup, and he really did. All right. Should we bring in a back? Yeah, we should definitely bring in a backup pitcher. Should I bring in my best pitcher? Should I have Yates eat some in? Cologne sucks. He always gives up runs. See, I want to give Boxberger in, but should I bring in Boxberger this early? I'm talking to you like it's a stream, because I'm a fucking crazy person. I don't know if all writers talk to themselves, but I talk to myself all the time, because I'm a crazy person. But you know what, Boxberger? I want to bring you in, because last time I forgot to bring you in, and, you need to get a save, you need to get the win, you're an all-star, you're a closer. Alright, there we go. Alright, I talk a lot about writing. Did you ever take a year off Nano? Yeah, I think I have, but I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I'm sure like it had to do something like my kids or work or something. But yeah, I've taken years off. After the first year, which was a complete adventure mess of too much stuff going on, and then I think the second or third year I failed. I was like, you know what? I'm not just going to look at a blank screen. I'm going to actually prepare. And, yeah. But yeah, I probably skipped a year. I just don't remember when. What's your biggest inspiration when figuring out what to write? One, I have a lot of imagination, and I've been writing this shit forever. I don't know if it's imagination or just crazy person. A lot of times, I just don't pay attention to what's going on. I people watch a lot. I make up stories. Yeah, but a lot of it is the news. I watch a lot of news. I tried to back off a little bit just because I got to actually start writing. But I watch a lot of news. I watch a lot of like internet and see comments and all that fun stuff, and it gives me ideas. A lot of it's about revenge. All right, come on, Cabrera. What the hell? All right, I'm gonna like keep you in. I should. There you go, baby. That's a nice hit. Small ball. I can deal with that. We might lose. Cobb might get another loss. Man, we might have to put Cobb out of the rotation. We're undefeated minus Cobb. All right, come on, Beard. Bam! That's the power of the beard, ladies and gentlemen. Fear the beard. Should I go home? Should I go home? I'm going to. I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this. No, I'm not. Woo! Baby, yeah! Oh, why did I swing at that? Come on, Reggie Jackson. Pay attention. Bang! Right up the middle. Yes, error. Why are you running, jerk nuts? Screw it. You're on your own program. Go crazy, pal. I don't know, pal. D-Jesus! Come on, D-Jesus. All right. Well, you advanced a runner. I don't know if that's a good thing. All right, Jennings. Come on, baby. 0 for 3. Oh, Jennings, you're still batting over 400, so I'm going to keep you in. Really, the leadoff guy for the Rays, we switched it around. This is like the 27th leadoff guy. He can't get a hit to save his life. Why can't the leadoff ring? Oh. All right. It's going to be okay. It's going to be it. So as a junior, I love you, but you know what? Oh, let's get Kiermaier in. He's batting under 200, but he's a Gold Glove finalist in real life. And he was the original leadoff guy. Look at that. 186, the original leadoff guy. Woo! I should have leaned into that one. Bang! All right, where am I at? Did you ever take a year off? Yeah, what's your biggest inspiration? Yeah, and I always find, like, when I was a little kid, I watched Star Wars, and I was like, what does the Stormtrooper do? When I watched Ninja Turtles, like, what about a foot soldier, especially when they were humans and robots and all that? I always wondered, like, I always try to find people that are hated and what's their story. You know what I mean? I'm a big believer in no one's a villain, no one's a hero type stuff. So, yeah, those are my inspirations. That, and I zone out a lot. My wife will be, like, talking to me about something. She'll say a key word, like, oh, do you know Aki Harbor has a problem with women or something like that? And bam, a story pops into my head. So, like, yeah, and I have over 60 stories mapped out because I wanted to be a writer a long time ago and never had the balls to actually write. Hence, writers write. So, yeah, I got, like, hopefully you buy the book because I got, like, 60 of those suckers lined up. I've been writing friggin' maps forever and planning out. All right, bottom of the ninth, 2-2. This is going to be a long game. You can see my secret list. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh, well. I'm screen recording on a Mac. All right. Read us the first sentence of your novels. Oh, Longo! I love you, baby. You come through in the clutch. Bottom of the ninth, baby. Longo, you were. I don't know if you were leadoff, but oh my God, Longo, do I love you, baby? You are Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. I was worried about the next question, and bang! Bottom of the ninth, hero. Boxberger gets his win. Longo gets a home run. Bottom of the ninth. We're the ugliest 17-1 team in Major League Baseball history, but we keep going on. Sorry, Blue Jays. Sorry, Hendricks. But all we do is win. All right. Well, let's see. Let's look at some stats while I read the last couple questions. Let's see. Did you ever take a year? What's your biggest? Read us the first sentence of one of your novels. Sure. The one that's being published in February, and this might change, so don't quote me on this. The Holy Bible is tattered. The one that's finished, but we don't know when it's coming out, says the worst thing you could do. The worst thing you could tell a child is life that's not fair. And then NaNoWriMo, the Nano one, the one I'm working on now, this one sucks. All right, well, they all suck. I'm not very good. I'm a bit of a hack. But this one needs work. But here's the first sentence one. No matter how many years you teach in Japan, that first day at a new school is just pure fear. But I don't know. I don't know about that one. I had to write something. You have to write words to keep going. All right, you're going to see my little script. All right. Boop, boop. And why do you love writing? Why do I love writing? This is the last question of the thing. Storytelling, dreaming. It's adults playing. It's adults playing pretend. Anything could happen. You tell a story. You imagine something. Read words. Imagine. And all that, but also your legacy. Like, I dream that one day if I die, something I write lives on forever. I mean, that's just awesome. It's romantic. It's beautiful. So that's why I love to write. That, and like, I do a lot of things that make me angry. Writing is one of the few, probably the only thing that calms me down. Usually, like, I work in marketing. I don't know, teaching's pretty cool if you got a cool school to work at. But, like marketing, wrestling, I was just always an angry freaking guy. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got here. Boop, boop. Jennings. 0 for 4. Dude, no one can get a hit in that leadoff spot. Souza, 0 for 3. Kiermaier. Longo, man. You fucking sucked balls, but you hit the home run. Clutch, baby. Loney's the only one. Oh, no. Jennings still batting over 400, even though suffering this game at the leadoff. Man, that leadoff position. Whew. No one's getting hits. And pitching-wise, Cobb, you son of a bitch. You lucky son of a gun. You didn't get a loss, but you are definitely the worst pitcher in our rotation. All right, so like, comment, subscribe. Maybe I'll do more writing videos. I hope to make a writing YouTube channel. I don't know how good it's going to do, but I figured it could be something I could do and help market the book while I'm stuck in Tokyo. Not that I'm stuck in Tokyo. I actually live in Tokyo, but you know, it's hard to get to English-speaking people to buy books, so YouTube is probably the easiest and cheapest and best way to advertise. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Good luck on Nano. Hopefully you guys are writing a lot. 11,000 words, 5 days in, 6 days in. Hopefully he gets the job done. All right, I've said enough. With that, I am over.